Hi out there, greetings and salutations everyone. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing okay. And welcome back again to another video from Umar Show. Trying to make things simple, trying to get everybody understand how things work in English. And in today's video, I'll be talking about a number of things that I myself have seen many people mistranslate many a time, and these things are Sudanese slang phrases or even Sudanese slang words, things that we have them in our own language and we would love to use them in English, so we translate them the way they are, which is why we have the title of this video non-verbatim translation, meaning non-literal translation. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing we have for today is the cry off. The thing which matches the word or the phrasal verb cry off in our own slang is to jump, right? Like you're sitting with your friends and then you agree on something and then one of you says, no, I don't want it. I don't want to do this. Then you all shout on him, what, are you jumping? Are you rejecting the deal after we've just met it? When we say the word jump in Sudanese English, we mean in real English to cry off, meaning to not accept something after you accept it, or to try to withdraw from something after you agreed on it. So cry off meaning there in Sudanese language to jump, right? So let's stop using jump and let's start using cry off to speak real English. The second thing we have for today is stand someone up. It's an idiom, okay? Stand someone up. In our Sudanese slang, we have to stand someone up to give someone the pipe, right? To give someone the pipe. We just listen. This is what we do. We take the word pipe with its meaning and we put it in English, meaning that we have to use it there in order to create the meaning of the word pipe, which is not correct at all. It's incorrect. So what we've got to do is we have to start using the idiom stand someone up. To stand someone up is to not show up at a time where you promised to show up, or to not deliver a promise that you have just promised, meaning you are not delivering what you said. Your words do not match up with your actions. This is literally when you stand someone up. So you can say our teacher keeps standing us up and he never shows up when we have a class. So he tells you that I'll come next and I'll come next day and I'll come next month, but he never does so, or she never does so. So that's standing someone up. And by the way, there's something going on in my head right now, matching the phrase stand someone up, which is to sit someone down. There is an opposite picture, if I may say. Stand someone up, sit someone down. But to sit someone down meaning to have a serious conversation or a serious talk with them. For example, I can say, when I was 9 years old, my dad sat me down and talked to me about responsibility. He had with me a very real and serious and tough conversation about responsibility. That's what it means to sit someone down, meaning to grab their attention, to talk to them in a very serious matter. So let's move on in our thing. The other thing we have for today, I can call it a proverb. Okay, it's a proverb. And by the way, a lot of people say proverb. It's not proverb, it's proverb. Okay. The other thing we have is a proverb, which is there are plenty of fish in the sea. There are plenty of fish in the sea. You can say plenty or you can say plenty. In American English, they say plenty. They kind of kill the T. Okay, the T is not there. It becomes plenty instead of plenty. So yeah, there are plenty of fish in the sea. What does that mean is that, listen, when there is an opportunity or a chance that you miss, there is always a way through which you can grab that chance again, or you can have it. This is generally. But in our own slang language, we have something else to use, which is Eve is productive. Eve is productive. The word Eve meaning our great mother, our first mother. Her name is Eve. Okay, so they say Eve is productive. This is in Sudan, but in English they say there are plenty of fish in the sea, meaning the women or the man that has just left you, you can always leave them because there are many of them you can go and marry. So do not really kill yourself over that thing. There are plenty of fish in the sea, or there are other fish in the sea as well. So let's move on and try to cover things because there is a lot to be covered right here. The other thing we have is an idiom, which is once beaten, twice shy. I'll say that again. Once beaten, twice shy. When something happens for the first time, someone cheated you, someone deceived you, or even someone lied to you, if it happens for the first time, it's okay. Not okay that much, but it's okay to some extent, because you didn't know that it's coming. You did not know anything about it. You had no idea, not whatsoever, about what's going to happen. That's why to some extent it's okay. But if this thing happens again, having the same situation, the same person, even the same circumstances, then you've got to be shy. That's what this idiom means. If something happens to you for the first time and it happens again, having the same things that were there previously, then you have to be shy at this time. And what we have in Sudanese slang is we say if something bad happens to you, then you don't have to let it happen again and again and again. That is why we keep saying once bitten, twice shy. And even you can use it to tell someone who has just done something bad to you, hey, you know what? Yeah, you did it to me, but guess what? Once bitten, twice shy. Meaning, yes, it happens right now, but it's not going to happen again. Once bitten, twice shy. Now let's move on. The other thing we have is there is safety in number. There is safety in number. In Sudanese slang, we have what? There is, I can say, there is mercy in crowd, right? You hear this before, right? There is mercy in crowd. Yeah, I know it gives us a meaning, but it's not so English. Let's just stop it. It's just so Sudanese, okay? So yeah, in English we say there is safety in number, meaning when you are at a place and that place is crowded, things or even people, there is some possibility that if something bad is about to happen, you may not get hurt as much as you will be when you were alone without anything, because I can say like you have now a protection, okay? People or things are protecting you or something like that sort. You get what I mean? So there is safety number. When you are in crowded place, the safety of you increases, okay? The level of your safety increases. Now let's move on. We have a word which is to dump someone. This is in English. In Sudanese slang, the thing which matches this one is to give someone the hammer. Yeah, I know you heard about this a lot, guys, right? Give someone the hammer. And this happens a lot in relationships, especially comes from ladies, right? When a lady rejects a boy, then his friends start saying, well, he was given the hammer, he's been given the hammer, she rejected him and things like that. Yeah, it's okay. It gives us the meaning and we understand it. But when it comes to English, there is another way of saying it, which is the word dump, D-U-M-P. To dump someone is to reject someone or to not accept their friendship, or to even accept their friendship and then after a little while you stop that friendship and you do not continue in it. This is when you dump someone. And there is another word we can use here, those people who feel the dumbing, okay, those people who feel the reaction of being rejected. There is a word you can use, which is jolt, J-O-L-T. If you are jolted, meaning the dumbing happened to you and you even feel it, okay? So you can talk to your friends, you know what? She dumped me and I feel so jolted right now, meaning I feel the pain of being dumped, I feel the pain of being rejected, of being let down, of being disappointed, okay? So that's how I use a lot of the things. Now, these things are not very much English. The things that I was translating, I mean in our own slang, that are not so much English. So what we have to do is we start saying the things that are so English so that we perfect our English language in a way that we do not feel so estranged when we talk to other people who are fully aware of English language. And there is a lot to be covered. That's why I'm naming this part the first part. There will be another part speaking about Sudanese language under the same title, Non-verbatim English. With this, I want to wrap up. I want to close this video, and I will just say thank you so much for subscribing and thank you so much for watching. To hear we have to say so long, guys.